What's going on, guys? Welcome to Skyblock. Yeah, something a little different here. Figured we tried some modded Minecraft on Java. So I'm not too familiar here with, of course, Java Minecraft, but I figure, you know what? Let's give it a shot. So we have a book here, and basically this tells you how to advance through the game. So in Sky Factory 4, from what I've seen, a lot of what you do is through trees, and basically what you're trying to get to is bonsai trees, and they produce all the resources that you would need, in the game. So I guess like any Sky Factory, we just start breaking trees. So let's go ahead and break down here. And of course, what you want to do is you want to save any and all saplings you get, because if you lose any saplings, I know that you're not going to get very far in this, and you actually have to restart. And I've had a few runs at this so far, and I've had to restart a couple because I just never got any saplings. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make ourselves a crafting table, and then we go ahead, and as we'll go down, we will place our crafting table on the dirt, make ourselves some slabs, and then this way we can start catching saplings as they fall. And I wanted to put that actually on the top of the block, so I'll do that from now on. But now we just sit here and wait for this, and I'm going to fall off the world because why not? And I'm actually going to take some damage here, I believe. Yeah. Welcome to Skyblock. But I did get a sapling. Well, I guess now that we have gotten some basic tools and I'm starting to kind of get the structure in, I guess now we begin the grindy part of Skyblock. And what is the grindy part of Skyblock, you ask? Well, basically, you just have to keep growing dirt saplings, and you keep making more and more and more, and then you eventually make gravel, and then so on and so forth. So I'm going to get us a bunch of dirt saplings because you need a lot of those, and I'll make us some dirt, and then I'll see what else we can do this episode. So I have grown myself quite a few trees here, and I've actually ended up breaking my crook, so I figured I'd bring you guys back and show you, kind of something cool about this mod pack. So your tools don't really break in this game, they just go down to basically 0 durability, and you can see right there 0 out of 118, and you just end up repairing them. And I think that's because of the Tinker's Construct mod. And I mean, it's actually a pretty cool thing, because then you don't have to worry about losing your tools, especially in something like this where tools are actually very valuable. But as you can tell, night has fallen, and I've been growing a lot of these trees here. So we're going to go ahead and look at our advancement book and see what we got to make. So we have to craft a dirt block. So we'll come here, and then the cool thing is you can type in down here dirt. So there we go. And now we got to figure out which one it is. So it's dirt, resin, and dirt acorns. So we need some resin and acorns. We'll click on this, and then we'll just click on the plus, and we went ahead and made ourselves some dirt. And now what we can do with this dirt, of course, is just continue to expand our platform, and the more dirt we have, more saplings we have, right? Makes sense. So we went ahead and did that. Now the one thing I don't like about this is you don't actually get, like, in some mod packs you get like rewards for, beating certain things. So like if you get to like here, they'll give you like a chest and it'll have certain items in it. Now if I remember correctly, I don't think you actually get any in this, but it does kind of show you how to get through all the things. Now, like, look, we're going to obtain a bacon singularity and all this. So by the end of the game, we're going to have, a bunch of stuff going, but let's not get ahead of ourselves quite yet. Now I know, yeah, okay, so we have to get ourselves a petrified sapling is what we want to head for next. So we'll come over here and we'll craft ourselves a petrified sapling. If I can type, so petrified, that'll work. So there's the petrified sapling right there, which is petrified acorns and dirt saplings. So how do you make petrified acorns? You need a drying rack. Okay, so how do you make a drying rack? 3 slabs. Now that was actually one of our missions, as you guys saw. So we'll just go ahead, and I have enough to make 3. And in my experience, you typically want that many. So what we'll do is, I just like to make a little pillar. We'll just go 1, 2, and you just toss the drying racks up on top, and then what you do, take your acorns, there, and then you just set them on the drying rack like this. And if you look at them, you can see they're drying. So I'll expand the platform a little bit more, work on these acorns, and then we'll continue going on. After getting even more dirt saplings mined up, like I said, this is very, very grindy in the beginning, we are going to go ahead and make a petrified sapling and a rustic crushing tub. So the petrified sapling, of course, is just petrified acorns, and I have enough to make one of those, and I actually have enough left over here to make a second one. Now, like I said, my advice is always to make 2 or 3 of every sapling and then just save one, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to end up like kind of messing up and, you know, like losing it or something like that. So I'm only going to plant one, and then I'm going to get enough saplings to, of course, go ahead and, you know, fill up this chest. And then once these acorns, you know, mature, then we'll make another one. But we also want the crushing tub. So I'll come back down here. Let's see here. Crushing tub. That is not the right one. What is it called? Oh, rustic crushing tub. That's it. I got to be specific. So let's check out, of course, rustic. Can I not spell? Can I just not find it? Let's try tub. Okay, that's it. So we need 2 planks and 3 of those. So if we go like that and that, there we go. Crushing tub. Cool. So I'm going to put this kind of in the center here, because if I remember correctly, anytime like you jump on stuff, if you're like getting seeds or something like that, they tend to fly everywhere. So it's probably better just to, you know, stick them over here. So that takes care of that. So what are we on to? Eating dirt. Well, we can't make a furnace until we get cobblestone, and cobblestone using petrified acorns. Okay, so basically the reason we made the petrified sapling is to make cobblestone, and then we can make a cobblestone generator. And once we make that, then you kind of start rolling. So let's go ahead and let's get a bunch of the petrified, and we'll save those up, and we'll bang out these 2 advancements. And we'll also get a stone crook, because this wooden crook, while it's nice, it breaks a lot and it gets old repairing it. So I'll just twerk on these plants, and yes, this is how you make stuff grow faster. You just twerk it out, as you can see. As nightfall has befallen us, I've kind of gotten a little bit ahead of myself, because I was actually starting to have a lot of fun, but we are actually hurting for food right now. So I need to craft a furnace, and I need to get us some food. So you can actually smelt acorns and make food. And also, for the upcoming project that we're going to need, we are going to need 1 more cobblestone. So once my food gets done smelting, you know, of course I can go ahead and grab my food. And I also went ahead and started crafting clay blocks, because with these you can smelt them, and of course, you know, you guys can make brick with them. And with brick you can actually make a thing called bonsai pots. And bonsai pots basically function like they just grow trees for you automatically, and instead of having to sit here and harvest the whole entire tree and run around like I don't know what's going on, you know, you just walk over and click on it. So it actually makes your life a little bit easier. So I'm going to work on getting a bunch of bonsai pots. I'm probably going to do 2 each of the beginning trees, and then of course we're still working on the cobblestone generator. We're just going to go ahead and do these, of course. So I think today we'll probably get to about here, Tin Man and coal, because anything further in this is Tinker's Construct. And yeah, see, here's the bonsai pot. And then later on, we can actually get hopping bonsai pots, which have a hopper, and of course, you know, put the stuff right into a chest, just like the regular game. And then you can go ahead and, you know, use all these fertile soils and everything. We'll eventually get into that. So yeah, let me go ahead and, you know, smelt all this stuff up. Of course, we clearly have lots of wood, so I don't actually have to worry about fuel. But yeah, I need food. So let's do this. Let's smelt these up, and then we'll start making bonsai pots. And that's why I actually made a ton of dirt. All right, so now we've gone ahead and smelted all of our clay up, so I can actually go ahead and make these bonsai pots that I've been talking about. So they're pretty easy. It's just like that, like basically a boat shape. So we have enough for 9. So we actually need 1 more. But what you do is we're going to do a little 2x2. So we'll just make a pattern like this. And of course we're 1 short, but not a big deal. We'll eventually finish it. Then you toss your dirt in here. And then you just start tossing your saplings in here. So we'll put dirt, dirt, and then petrified, petrified. And then we have clay. and gravel. And then we have sand, which I'm actually going to manually grow, only because we don't have that many. So I add sand, and then once these are done growing, of course, you can kind of see they have slightly different rates, or maybe they are the same rate. I don't know. But basically, once they're done growing, instead of having to like come over here and like harvest the whole entire tree, you just come over here and right-click on them. So this one's done. So we just go boop. There we go. And you have to use an axe, but you just right-click with an axe and boop, boop. And then it automatically starts growing, so you don't have to replant everything. And of course you can get, you know, wood and all that stuff super fast. It makes your life slightly easier. So let's keep on stockpiling. And what are we going for next? All right, so we are finally ready for the cobblestone generator. I finished setting up all these trees over here. So of course we have sand, gravel, clay, petrified, and dirt. And the one thing I forgot is you get a ton of leaves off of these things, and it's kind of annoying. I also went ahead and made a cauldron, and if you put 4 cobblestone in a cauldron, you get lava, and you guys saw me make the buckets. So all we got to do is just put this in here, and I don't remember the exact pattern. I think it's like this. Haha. Cobblestone generator. Yeah, we actually get one of our buckets back, which is kind of nice. So what we're going to do is we're gonna slide him over here where it's a little bit safer. We're just going to stick him right there. And boom. So there we go. Now we are creating cobblestone. So what do we have to make next? We still have to make a bone sapling and a cottonwood sapling, which will give us string. And then once we get string, we can go ahead and make a bed, which that's going to actually take a bit. I still have to make a stone crook, and we still have to do that. Now, I can right-click a lava-filled cauldron with a water bucket to make obsidian. I just need a more reliable way to make water. So let's actually go ahead and craft the bone sapling. And I believe the bone sapling is one of those kind of goofy ones. So let's check it out together. So if we type in bone sapling, it is bone meal, of course, which I don't have. We can crush dirt to make bone meal. Okay. So how much dirt do you need to crush to get that much bone meal? We actually need 2 more, don't we? Yes, we do. So I need 2 more dirt. So I'm going to need some of that. I'm going to need some of that. And this is what I said about making a lot in the beginning, because you do end up using it quite quickly. And like I said, we're already out of acorns, so... Did I get enough? Yeah, I think I got enough. So let's check it out. So I need 2 more pieces of dirt. Please have enough. Of course I don't. Why would I? There we go. Now I have enough to craft the bone sapling. So we'll go ahead and craft that bad boy right there. And then, like I said, I like to manually grow these just to get some, you know, saplings in reserve, so to speak. And then we'll go ahead and, of course, you know, move it over to a bonsai pot. So that takes care of that. So next up is, of course, cottonwood. Now let's go ahead and see what cottonwood is, because I think cottonwood is rather easy. Cottonwood sapling. Okay, so I need a jungle sapling. And how do I get a jungle sapling? A clay sapling and mud, which is water mixed with dirt. Or dirt. Ooh. So wait a second. So is this mud? I only need a little bit more. With a little bit of resource collecting, we actually have ourselves a jungle sapling. So what I did to make it was I actually used this recipe. Well, I will be using this recipe down here. So I filled up a cauldron with mud, which of course was done by stomping dirt. And then we actually got bone meal too, which actually worked out pretty good. So we have a vine, which is just done by drying a jungle sapling up there. And we have the bone meal, so let's go ahead and make ourselves the cottonwood sapling. And then I went ahead and threw, of course, a jungle sapling over here. That was close. So, of course, we're going to grow this manually to start. And then we'll get a bunch of saplings, and I'll toss one over there. Ooh, that was pretty close. I also went ahead and made myself a stone paxel, which is basically a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel all together. So it's a little bit faster than, you know, having and saves you some inventory space. And I finally went ahead and made the stone crook, which is blazingly fast compared to the wooden one. So yeah, definitely some major advancements in this episode. Once you hit bonsai pots, you can really start moving pretty quick through this pack. And, you know, you don't have to obviously like pay attention as much to trees and everything. But once you get the ones with the hoppers, oh yeah, then you know, you can just kind of set it and forget it. So we're starting to get string now. We got bone meal. So there's our cottonwood resin. And the only thing I don't like about those bonsai pots is, of course, you get the leaves, and the leaves just end up clogging up your inventory. So I'll go ahead and put that cottonwood there. And we are going to need a lot of strings, so I'm going to grow a lot of these right off the rip, because we're going to need to make a bed. And of course, you need 3 wool for a bed, and there's 4 strings, so you need 12 total string. And then I guess we can go ahead and start looking at a coal sapling. So let's see what we need to make a coal sapling right now. So we'll go ahead and type in coal, and we'll finish typing in sapling because there's a lot of coal. Alright, so you need a birch sapling. So how do you acquire a birch sapling? You put a sand sapling in water. Okay, well that should theoretically be pretty easy. Where is my... I need this again. So if we just go ahead and... I believe you just need to crush saplings. So we'll go ahead and grab some dirt ones because we have a lot of those. We'll toss that in there. And then basically you just jump up and down and you make water. And once it gets to 1,000, that is a bucket. So then toss that in there. And then we need 4 sand saplings because we'll make 4 birch trees because, like I said, always make extra. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is all of our birch trees. So all we have to do is smelt some birch trees. So I'm going to smelt half of these. So then that way we have, you know, birch wood. And we'll also have coal. So let me go ahead, and of course I'm going to need to make some more bonsai pots, and I'm going to work on getting a bed. So basically all I've been doing is just running around here like this, growing the trees, and then I just take my Paxel and smack them like this, and the Paxel is such a big help. And then just wait till the resources fall down. I'm not using the stone crook as much as I should because, well, we have plenty of saplings, so I don't really need to. And with very good timing, everything actually kind of got ready. So I have, of course, enough brick to make 3 bonsai pots. So we can go ahead and slide over here. And what we'll do is we'll kind of just go like this for now. Put some dirt in these bad boys. So we'll toss our coal sapling in there. We'll toss our birch sapling in there. And then we actually need another cottonwood sapling. But I think I'm going to hold off on that. Only because I don't think we need that much string. But I feel like we should. So you know what, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then, of course, where am I at here? Okay, where are we at in the book? We can go ahead and, yes, that's right, make our wool. So we'll make our 1, 2, 3. And then I actually need some planks here. So we'll go boop and boop. And we now have a bed. So basically we're right where we need to be for a regular Minecraft game. And as you guys can tell, I've not used Java quite yet, as I'm clicking randomly everywhere. So basically all we need to do to really advance is sleep in a bed, and we need to make a piece of coal, but that's not that hard. But we need tin. So I'm going to see... Well, we have to pour molten tin. So we have to make tin amber. So let's see here. What is tin amber? Tin amber. Tin amber. We need clay, bone, and flint. Well, I know I have some flint in here. And I'm pretty sure I have those resins. Which ones am I missing? Clay. Do I have any clay resin? Gravel. Okay, I actually have 0. So let's run over here real quick to our clay stuff. Alright, that gave me some clay. So we'll grab some tin amber. And I have to be in a crafting table because I'm smart. We'll go ahead and craft one of those. And then we have to melt it, which means we have to construct Tinker's Construct, or actually Tinker's Complement. And I'm not actually too familiar with that. So I'm actually going to have to look up how to do that because I haven't the funkiest idea. I'm actually used to Tinker's Construct from the little bit of modded I have played. So this one is kind of new to me, and I really don't want to go any further in this episode because, you know, if I show you guys anything, it's probably going to be wrong, and it's going to be a lot of me learning. And that's not a bad thing. I really just don't want to sit here and learn on camera for, you know, who knows how long. But I'm pretty sure you need a lot of clay. So I'm going to sit here in between episodes and harvest up, of course, all of our clay saplings. Where did all of our clay saplings go? Why? Oh, I must have collected them too many times. Hey, yeah, that's a downfall of bonsai pots. If you accidentally click on something, yeah, because these are gravel, these are sand. Yeah, if I accidentally click on these, like while they're growing, I'll take them out. So, yeah, my bad. But, so, in between episodes, I'm just going to harvest a whole bunch of resources, kind of get like all of our base stuff up. I might actually craft the coal just so we can get it done. But other than that, yeah, we'll go ahead and start Tinker's next episode because that's basically the majority of what we have left. All this is kind of Tinker stuff. And then once you get over to here, basically once you get iron, you can get those hopping bonsais like I was telling you guys here. And then we can start into the different soils and, you know, all this stuff here, the age of farming. And then we'll move into power and storage, and exploration is kind of cool. So we'll move into that eventually. Get an elytra, that'd be kind of neat. And then, of course, we have all the things or whatever that says. So we're almost halfway through the beginning. Just kind of got to take a nap and do this. And then all we have left is just this wee little bit over here. And we can probably get that out in next episode. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys like modded Minecraft, let me know down below. Leave a comment. I'm kind of sorry this has turned into like a tutorial episode, but Sky Factory 4 is really grindy in the beginning. So, you know, it is what it is. But if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you leave a comment. And as always, make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.